Okay, so in this video, what I want to do is I want to share with you a really great free tool that I think you're going to love and find very, very helpful. It's called Debank, as in rob the bank. Not that I'm suggesting we go and rob a bank. Let me quickly clarify, just in case somebody plays this video to the IRS. That was a joke. There's no intention to rob a bank. Let me just be, clear about that. Now, what does Debank do? Well, Debank allows us, and this is really cool, to see at a glance what we have in our MetaMask wallet. Why is this handy? Well, you may have forgotten to add a contract address to MetaMask, so you might have something there that you are unaware of. Also, it allows us to see the dollar value of our assets in MetaMask, which often we can't see at a glance. Often we have to manually work it out, and on some of the chains, the Ethereum chain, they don't even show the dollar value of the assets. They do on the BNB chain, but not the Ethereum. So I think you're going to love this. So let me just show you how it all works. It's really, really simple. So let's go to the web. Okay, and here we are, and I'm simply going to search up here for Debank, D-E-B-A-N-K, and it's the first result here, debank.com, a multi-chain portfolio tracker that supports the largest number of DeFi protocols. I bet even a few weeks ago, half those words, you wouldn't have known what they meant, would you? So well done on learning all this. Let's click on this, and now, the first time you go here, you'll have to connect to your wallet. As you can see, it's automatically populated here. So let me just paste in my MetaMask password and click unlock. Oh, hang on, incorrect password. Let me just pause the video for a second. Okay, I'm not sure how that happened. There we go. So here's my correct MetaMask password. Let's click unlock. Great. Now, the first time you use Debank, at the top here it says, please verify your address. So I'm just going to click on that. And it's saying here, to use the full functionality, please log into Debank by signing a text message. This doesn't mean a text to your phone. This is essentially a message within MetaMask. You'll only see this once, but let me show you. Let's click on verify. It says, please verify your address. To ensure the security of your privacy, please sign this simple, plain text message to prove you're the owner of this address. Nothing more. There's no risk for your assets at all. So let's click on verify. MetaMask pops open again, and it's just saying a signature request here. This is absolutely safe, so I'm just going to sign, and I've done that. And now, account verification success, you might have seen at the top. Now, I've logged into my Debank. Well, it's not my account, but I'm logged into, or let me use the correct language. I've connected my MetaMask to Debank. Okay, now what I want to firstly draw your attention to is the first time you go to debank.com and you connect your MetaMask, it can take a couple of minutes for all the data to be pulled in. So if you see zero balance and you can't see anything for a few minutes, it can sometimes take 3 or 4 minutes. So don't worry about it. You might want to possibly refresh. There's a refresh button here, but I have waited a couple of minutes. I just paused the video again while this information popped through, and this is what I want to show you. So firstly, at the top here, I'm being told that at the moment, in dollar value, I've got $870 worth of assets and things that are staked in MetaMask, or in this case, of course, EMP.money. But let me show you exactly what we're looking at here. So I've got the portfolio link selected, and this is a really cool tool to use. You're really going to like this. What is it showing us? So it's showing me when portfolio is selected, it's showing me my assets on the BSC chain, the BNB chain. It's the same thing. So it's saying to me that I've got $870 worth of assets on the BSC chain at the moment. It's also saying here this is 100% of my assets. So let me go to MetaMask and let's just look at something. So here we are in MetaMask and I'm in the BNB chain. But look, I'm just going to click to the Ethereum chain for a second. And in the Ethereum chain, I've got absolutely nothing. Say it again. So literally zero balance, no assets, no dollar value or anything in the Ethereum network, as you can see. And this is being reflected here in Debank because it's saying 100% of my assets are on the BSC chain, which is correct. There's zero in my Ethereum network. So I just wanted to show you that it's pulling in the data from MetaMask. Let me now click on the BNB chain in MetaMask. And now this is what I want to show you. So let me just click away for a second. You'll see here, this is the area here that says the assets, $870 worth, that's in total. Then below here, it's separating those assets into where exactly are they. And it's saying I've got $271 in my wallet in other words, MetaMask, and I've got $599 in emp.money, staked in emp.money. It'll even show me where in emp.money it's staked between the farm and the boardroom. It's really such a cool tool, this. You'll love it. It taps into the inner geek into all of us, doesn't it? So let's just look at this, because I really want you to understand this, because this is a fun thing to learn. So let's look at the wallet here. So the wallet here, again, let's just remind ourselves, it's saying, Debank is saying that I've got $271 US worth of assets in my wallet. So they're not staked anywhere, they're in my MetaMask. Let's go back to MetaMask. I'll tell you what, let's just go through MetaMask and let's look at each asset. So here in MetaMask, it's saying I've got 0.27 of BNB, and here in Debank, 0.27. And this is the current price of BNB, $290 per BNB. Back to MetaMask, 0.09 Ethereum. Ethereum, there we go, 0.09, great, it matches. eShare, 0.01. eShare 0.01 and EMP 0.44, just a little bit of EMP 0.04. We've also got this liquidity token here, but it's so small it's not even showing. In fact, it even says here hide token. It hides tokens with a very, very, very small balance. So that's my wallet in Debank. It's showing me that what I have in my wallet, which is here in MetaMask, is currently worth about $271, which is great. Let me click away. And then, look, also, we have some assets staked at emp.money. So let's scroll a bit further down here. And this is really cool. It just says to us at a glance, obviously we go to emp.money at any time, but it says at the moment I have got, and this is on my test account, by the way, that we're looking at right now. We've got something in the farm. So we've got ETH and EMP in the farm. It tells me how much I've got staked there in Ethereum and EMP. It tells me how many rewards I've earned, and also how much is staked in the boardroom as well. And it's telling me the US dollar value of each. So you can see how much I've got in the boardroom, how much I've got in the farm. In total, it's $599. How much I've got in my wallet, which was $271. In total, Debank is saying that in my MetaMask wallet, got $870 worth of assets, either in the wallet or staked. But this is just a really good shortcut if you're ever thinking, hang on, I'm sure I've got something somewhere in MetaMask and I'm not sure where it is, or if you've sent something to MetaMask and you can't remember, is it actually there? This is a great shortcut to find out what is where. So, hope you enjoyed this. Let's summarize. So what did we accomplish in this video? Well, we went to debank.com, a great free online tool that will show you your assets that you have in MetaMask and also the assets that you have staked as well. And as I've just said, it's very helpful if you can't remember if you have something, or maybe you didn't add a contract address in MetaMask. So it's just a good little trick, good little hack for you to know. What do I want you to do now? Well, I would go to debank.com and just get familiar with it. Connect it to MetaMask. You saw me do that, of course, in this video. Get familiar with the information that you're presented with. As I say, it may take a couple of minutes for the information to pop through. So don't, I know we can all be happy clicky at times, can't we? Thinking, where is it? I want it now. So you may have to wait a few minutes, but it will definitely appear there. Right. Let me know what you think of debank.com. And I'd love to know in the comments below. It's a great fun thing to know, isn't it? I love learning all this new stuff, don't you? All these little hacks, these little tricks. Let me know below, then I'll see you in the next video.